Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
It's a serious question.
Sorry.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
I don't know. Why would you say that?
Because you have all the attributes. You're incredibly smart. You remember, the devil is
Was
somebody
the devil
knows.
smart?
The devil's brilliant. You read Milton's Paradise Lost.
No, the devil scares me.
Now, we've all heard of the Epstein files by now and the tragic revelations which have surfaced from them. It has exposed plenty of individuals, many of which who hold lots of power in our society, and they have exposed the lies and deceit which have just been embedded over the many years which this case has been going on. Now, I'm not here to create any conspiracy theories or connect the dots to who did what, or condemn any of the associated figures. But to those of you seeking a deeper meaning for your own life and how this could potentially relate, let's talk about it. So, why is that the most wealthy and successful people in the world, who have all the money you could ever ask for, are resorting to heinous crimes against humanity which involve minors? When it comes to something as serious as sexual exploitation and human trafficking, the simple answer I'd give is lust, which is a strong craving or desire, often of a sexual nature. There comes a point where a person needs more to feel something. See, when your sole existence rides on external highs of control, power, and achievement, that itch just becomes exponentially bigger to scratch. The Diddy parties in Epstein Island are a direct result of this, as we can see, and these are individuals who were tempted so much they were willing to risk their entire lives on maximizing their pleasures. Now, we're all humans that are susceptible to temptations. I pray obviously none of us go to this extent, but let's just be honest, guys. Like, we all have feelings and thoughts that are clouded with lust, sexual cravings, and all that nonsense that can lead to ungodly behavior, essentially. This world literally thrives off us indulging. You take sites like Prawn, OnlyFans, dating apps, and even social media with all the posts and temptations we get. We can all fall victim from the moment we get up in the morning. It is pretty insane that these companies are literally making a fortune off of us wanting to And with that being said, I'd like to preface, I have struggled with lust and still struggle with it to this day. Maybe, just maybe, this video is popping up on your recommended because you need to hear it right now. There's no judgment. We all struggle. We all deal with things. When these Epstein situations arise, we tend to ask ourselves, well, how could a God allow this to happen? How could this be? But this verse indicates that the lust of the flesh and of the eyes is not of the Father, but is of the world which we live in. And unfortunately, we're in a fallen world, and man has fallen. So this topic is important now for us to talk about. I'd like to also acknowledge the women affected by this situation too, because they also have temptations. Envy and comparison can come in with social media and body dysmorphia and all that stuff. But I feel this story in particular shows the lovingness of God and how he wants us to grow on both sides. So here it is.
But I remember I get invited to come to this church on a Thursday. So guys, like I rock up to this church, pretty sure like I'm like vaping on my way, like all the, like, dude, like you can imagine the life I'm living, like all the things. So, and I end up word vomiting for hours to this young adults pastor. I sell porn. Everyone tells me that it's good, but it feels bad. And like, I think you can get my personality well enough by now. Imagine that totally unhinged for like 3 hours, just telling some stranger that I sell porn. Like, and she was so beautiful. Like, she didn't do what I thought Christians would do. She didn't tell me that I'm going to burn in hell. She didn't judge me. She didn't condemn me. She just listened. And then at the end, all she goes is, we have a guest speaker who's coming to church this Sunday, and I really think you'll resonate with them. And guys, the guest speaker in church is talking about OnlyFans.
What?
Madness. Yeah. It was wild.
That's crazy.
She's talking about this over-sexualized culture, this over-pornified culture, and the reality of what's going on. And she travels around schools all around the country, and she sees firsthand what is happening to our young people. And she said this line, and this is what changed everything. She goes, Christians are supposed to be the salt and the light of the earth, and they have failed, and we are destroying the next generation. And it immediately clicked in my heart. And I went, oh my gosh, I am not crazy. What we are doing is wrong. This is bad. And I just knew. And so like, I'm like in the balcony, like at the back, but like literally when she finished speaking, I ran down to her and I went up to this stranger and I said, hi, my name's Victoria. I work for an OnlyFans agency and I hate myself. And again, didn't do what I thought Christians would do. She literally just goes, would you like to have lunch with me? And this beautiful woman sat with me for hours and just answered my questions. Isn't this like a safe injecting heroin room? Ethical porn, girl power, liberating all the lies that I believed. And she just spoke the truth to me. And what I think is so impactful about that day is I've had so many people in faith ask me, well, you know, did they share the gospel? Did they Jesus you? Did they this? I said, no, I never did one of these. I never did anything like that because I wasn't a pet project to convert. I was just a human and I was someone that needed someone's time and someone just to answer my questions. And it was so powerful and it was so impactful that literally I left that day and I never even remember someone talking to me about Jesus, to be honest with you. But I left going, I don't know what this Jesus thing is, but I have to follow it with all my heart.
Whoa.
And literally 8 months later from there is when God sent me on my first international tour. And that's what I've been doing the past 2.5 years, traveling the world, speaking about OnlyFans and how Jesus radically changed my life in 5 days.